What's going on, everyone? Hope all of you guys are doing well. Back again with another video. So, this is going to be kind of my introduction and backstory for me getting back on my feet. I'm going to try to get back on my feet no matter what it takes. Um, I got an idea, I got some plans, and I'm going to do a video series on doing that and some of the goals I plan to accomplish while this is going on. So, for those who are new to the channel, those who've been subscribing or are not subscribed and they come across my video and watch it, and my nose wants to, itch at the moment. So I'm going to give you guys a backstory for those who are not aware of what's going on. So let's go back to June of 2023. I woke up one morning. It was in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, and I knew something was off. I knew that my entire right side, arm from shoulder to hand was just something wasn't right. Like my strength wasn't the same. I couldn't extend my arm out all the way. I thought I was just tired and I was overdoing it. It's the summertime. We're in, triple digits. So I figured, I'm just exhausted. Well, I go into work that Friday. I call out that day. That was a Wednesday. So, no, actually, it was a Thursday. I apologize. So I called out that Thursday, showed up that Friday. I still was feeling off, didn't really feel all that great. I actually ended up leaving early. Then, come that Monday, I call out again. I knew something was off. I couldn't even extend my elbow all the way out. So I end up calling out. Next thing I know, I got HR from the company I had worked for, calling me, letting me know what's going on. I'm put on medical leave, that I need to go see a doctor if there's something truly wrong. And there was. So that was on a Monday. So that Friday, I went to go see my doctor, explain what was going on. She was able to take a look at my shoulder to some extent, gave me some medicine, and I was able to, extend my elbow out and everything like that. So that was great. Excuse me. She wanted a follow up. So I went back on July 14th of 2023, and she had brought it to my attention that it's a possibility of some specific arthritis, and that she requests I do physical therapy for 3 months, and that I would do light duty. Excuse me. I would do, I couldn't carry anything that was 10 pounds or older, 10 pounds or higher. And I had gotten paperwork at the time from from like the corporate office from the company I was working for, that, my doctor would fill out, state, okay, this is his limitations, this is what he needs to do, and things like that. And they made a copy, and I, would send that paperwork out. When I got done with that doctor's appointment, something in the back of my mind told me I needed to do workman's comp, because I had a feeling they weren't going to accommodate me, because with the issues I had with my employer, the employer I had before this employer that I was working for at the time, I knew I was going to get the short end of the stick, to put in better terms. So I call HR. I told them I need to do workman's comp. I talk to whoever, workman comp is, and they send me to a urgent care, which is about less than 30 minutes away from me. I explained to him everything that my doctor stated. They, kind of do some similar stuff. And he goes, yes, you need physical therapy. He stated that if the physical therapy doesn't work, to get a MRI to make sure there's anything, too serious. So I was like, okay. Well, I get back from that appointment, and I've got workman's comp calling me, questioning me, asking all these weird, questions and things like that. So next thing I know, I'm just, I'm in limbo. It's quiet mode. I don't know what's going on. It took me to call every single day. And mind you, since the start of my injury, I was on top of everything. trying to figure out what's going on, call whoever I needed to. Excuse me, and things like that. So, finally, I am able to get a hold of workman's comp. I'm denied. So I was like, all right, a little upset with that. So I call HR. Of, for some odd reason, the lady who was in charge of HR no longer works there. So I said, okay, you know, who do I speak to? So they sent me to a new lady. She just started, and I explained everything that was going on, and she told me she'd get back with me the next day. She did, and that didn't go well. That led to me being let go. Mind you, I had a specific time date to go back. After that, it was up to the job to either, if they couldn't accommodate me, to let me go. But the thing was, I was still in that time frame. So, at that, calling left and right, that was their excuse. Well, you're past the time range and things like that. They were trying to come up with some story, and I was like, no, I did workman's comp on the 14th of July, not after the 24th of July, which was the end of my medical leave. So they let me go. I did get a lawyer. We took them to court, and I won. I settled for around 10 grand. They weren't going to pay higher than that. And ironically, after I got let go, the hospital bills from my doctor's visits were showing up. So that was very, very frustrating. So, and another thing too, when I called to cancel the future appointment I had, um, I told them that I got let go. Physical therapy never contacted me. I don't know what was going on. And yeah, so that was a mess. So I did end up applying for unemployment, and I was approved, but I did mess up. I said I was looking for part time, not full time. And then after realizing the mistake I had done and being denied, I got it squared away. Everything was good. They would take the funds that I was told I owed out of what was in my balance. Well, all of a sudden, I'm told I have a hearing. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand why I have a hearing going on. And this was my second hearing. My first hearing was the mistake I made and things like that. I realized I had made the mistake, but I got it fixed. Excuse me. I apologize. So when I had the second hearing, I find out that it was the employer I was working for trying to prevent me on collecting unemployment. So, of course, they no-showed that, and with unemployment, you have, like, a specific time range, or time frame is the best term, to appeal it. So they appeal it. So come December, while all, my lawsuit is going on and things like that, I think we ended up settling around the first half of October. So December comes, I wanna say we're about a week maybe a week or 2 weeks before the week of Christmas. And basically, this company, with the way it sounded like the company just grabbed one of their employees and just came up with some bogus story to bring to this case. They were caught contradicting themselves, not adding their story straight. While me, on the hand, was every time I guess the judge was asking me specific things. I explained everything. I had the paperwork on me. And in the end, I ended up actually winning my case. So, I wasn't able to get my unemployment reinstated until January. So I was able to get that. And then it took about February, maybe March, to finally get my settlement. But with the lawyer fees, I actually ended up walking away with 7 grand. Now, mind you, the entire time I was put on medical leave, I was not getting paid. So when you're backed up on bills and also got to pay back the people who helped you, like family, it goes pretty quick, and it was still not enough to catch me up. which eventually led to my car being repossessed. And as you guys know, I did a video on that. So I find out from a couple of my friends who, still work with the company. That company now is no longer contracted by the Air Force. A new company came in and is contracted by the Air Force. Similar, they hire people who are disabled, and I found out that that company, they knew about the change. Maybe less than a year. So then it made me realize that this was going on while I was out on medical leave, but it was never mentioned to me, and I don't know why. So that became very frustrating. Made me even question things even more. Not only that, but one of the things in the handbook from the former employer at the time, it was that I could have been put on short-term disability, and they did not do that at all. So right off the bat, it felt like I was being targeted for a specific reason. Now, mind you, this could have all been avoided if I had gotten the help that I was supposed to. So this is something that could have been avoided. So, I appeal I get denied in January for Social Security disability because I had applied back in June of 2022 for like my PTSD and things like that. So when I appealed it, I already had the shoulder injury. So I added that to the paperwork, to show, hey, I have an injury and this is what it prevents me from. I even applied for a few jobs, let them know, hey, I'm limited, I have an injury. Denied on those, denied on the appeal. So I make a few phone calls. I'm calling, these places that deal with disabilities, I'm calling a lawyer, and they won't take my case because I haven't seen a primary doctor. And then Social Security Disability, I contacted them, was able to finally speak to someone, and they told me that they'll deny me because I don't see a primary doctor on a regular basis. And I stated to them, how am I supposed to do that when I have no insurance? I have no job to pay for the insurance, and I'm getting denied from these jobs or turned down because I'm sitting here with an injury. So I call all these different numbers, and it's a lot of places that deal with people who are disabled. The Disability Act tells me I need to fill out paperwork that has nothing to do with the situation I'm in. I want to speak to somebody who's human and kind of explain the situation I'm in, because this is something I've never been in, and I don't know anybody who's ever been in this similar situation. So that was frustrating. I finally get a hold of one lady. She told me on Monday that she would, let me know in a few days what my options were. She never gave me the options. She referenced me to a job coach. I told her I don't need a job coach. I'm getting denied 4 jobs because I'm sitting here with an injury, and all I'm getting is a runaround, an endless loop, an endless circle where I'm told I need to see a doctor, but I have no money for insurance, but I need a job. So you can understand the frustration. So that's where we're at. So in my mind, and mind you, it's definitely has caused me a lot of stress, has definitely messed with my mental health, but I'm not giving up. I cannot let these two companies, especially this most recent one, excuse me, ruin my life like this. They can't win. I have to hit my lowest, which I'm at now, in order to hit my highest, which is becoming successful at the two goals I want to get. So the other night, I was just sitting down, kind of relaxing, and it hit me. It hit me to where I had the idea of doing a video series of getting back on my feet and becoming better and more successful than I was when I got hurt. And then being able to get my shoulder taken care of on my own terms. Now, I can get open enrollment hopefully in November for insurance. I think they have like a low cost or a free. We'll see what happens during that time. So, the plan and idea I have is vlogging my journey from hitting my lowest to getting back on top. And the way I'm going to do this is, of course, eBay. There might be some other things that come along the way. And before we, okay, just double checking, make sure my mic's still good. Last thing I want to do is record a video where I'm, you guys can't hear me. But as I was stating, so, vlog it, each video is going to be something different. I'm going to use eBay as that, what's the term? The catapult to getting me to where I need to be. So anytime I make a good majority of sales, you know, it'll kind of be split towards bills, towards the business and things like that. And then I can start getting equipment for YouTube because the goal I have for YouTube is going to be great. And I need to get to that point with the help of eBay because eBay is right now the only source of income I have. And then everything will kind of fall into place. So that's the goal, use eBay, get the funds, and invest, in the channel with equipment, invest into the business, and just become this endless cycle. So that's the idea and the goal I have. It's more of like a resurrection of some sort, going from the, hitting the bottom and making my way to the top. And, kind of, and not only that, but kind of like, there's other things I need to, try to work on as well. And hopefully making enough sales on eBay will help that. I want to replace the shelf I have here and here, get new shelves to display my movies, another one to display all my collectibles and plushes I have. I'm looking to get like this small little stand for my books. Some organizing stuff to make things, my room a little more organized and kind of declutter a lot of things. Not only that, I also want to eventually complete the collection. And I don't mean like stop collecting. It's mainly, trying to focus on, excuse me, finishing up all the upgrades, completing collections like I need the rest of the Highlander films, the Matrix films. I got a couple of the Psycho films I need to pick up. I'm trying to figure out what else. Mortal Kombat, all the spin-offs, the TV series, the Vestron series I want to complete, the Halloween 4Ks. Like there's so many different franchises and collections and TV shows that I need to complete. Like I have like 2 random volumes that I need to complete. I've got Blu-rays that need new cases because they're in a 2-disc case and they need a single disc. I've got a 4K that's missing a Blu-ray, Blu-rays that are missing the DVD copy. So the goal is to get the collection up to date and completed in some way. Like I said, get all the organizing stuff, get all the new shelving, get myself completely out of debt, all with eBay, and hopefully the help with YouTube. Raise the money to get a year's worth of a PO box, so that way I can do subscriber mail. I looked at the different sizes. I was going to do one in case somebody wanted to send me a big package, but it's like $400 and something for a year. I was like, no, I'm good on that. The one I found was like $122, and I think it holds like a small package. So if somebody wanted to send me a package for like 3 or 4 movies, that package would fit. But I figure if I do a PO box, I can do subscriber mail. So I want to do that. One of the video ideas I have for like my Patreon is, like I stated before, is doing episode reviews and then doing like a whole like series review of that season and things like that. That's kind of the idea, but eventually everything just kind of falls into place. I've actually been window shopping for podcast stuff. I want to start eventually going to Walmart, showing off the new releases, and if I have some money, I'm able to buy a new title because there's stuff I still want to add to the collection. There's Abigail, Cocaine Bear, Silent Night. We just got a whole new bunch of announcements. I mean, Captain Planet, the complete series is coming to DVD. I want to eventually pick that up. I need to eventually pick up the real Ghostbusters animated series. I need to pick up the Extreme Ghostbusters DVD animated series. There's so many different things, and I just at this point I can't let, like I said, I can't let these companies win. They can't put me at my lowest and get me to this point. Not only that, I also want to start picking up equipment I need for like my shoulder. I know Amazon's got a machine that will help. There's this little like it's for like chiropractic. I'm sure I said that wrong, but basically like you adjust it and then you lay back and it cracks your back. I want to get that, get some like physical therapy things. I'm also going to try to get back into dropping more weight. A few years ago, I was pushing 300. Like I was 3 pounds away from hitting 300, and I ended up losing well, actually, I lost 40 pounds and slightly gaining a little bit back, like maybe 2 or 3 pounds. So I want to get back into losing more so I can get back into shape. But I think it's going to be a fun video idea where I vlog my journey. Each video, like I say, each video is going to be something different. It's going to be like this resurrection. And hopefully these videos will help motivate somebody who may go through the same thing or maybe going through their own thing. And, can't let the thing that happened to them impact the rest of their life. You know, I'm going to succeed at this. I know I am. And I can't wait for you guys to be part of this journey. I also want to do a giveaway. There's so much I have planned for the channel, but eBay has to be the stepping stone. I have to make the money in order to get the stuff I'm going to need. And like I said, it becomes a domino effect. So that's the idea. It's the Film Talk with Mikey Resurrection. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys are more than welcome to comment. Definitely give this video a like, share it, subscribe, do all the cool stuff. But I hope you guys will join me on this journey, whether you're a subscriber or not. I hope you guys will join the journey. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I think you guys will like the channel. Excuse me. And like I said, as time progresses and things, with eBay start to get slightly better where I can start getting the stuff I need to incorporate into the channel gets better. It'll be a fun ride and it'll be something you guys will be able to be part of, like I said. So, yeah, just wanted to make this video with you guys and especially for, kind of give a history on what's going on with me to the new subscribers. And yeah, I'm not letting them win. This is my resurrection. This is me going from the bottom to the top. I told you guys good things are going to happen and I'm going to work towards them. So if you guys want to check out my eBay story, the link will be down in the description below. And I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Till next time, we'll talk films. You guys take care, and it's going to be a fun ride. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.